This is going to be the last section on hydrocarbons. And one of the hydrocarbons we're going to be taking a look at today is gasoline. So gasoline that powers your car. And the question is, where does it come from? So this is going to talk about the whole process of refining and finding the material that powers your car. So this is going to be petroleum products, and these are hydrocarbons that are derived from crude oil. So right here, here's our crude oil, and this is what's found in the earth. And this crude oil, this is the tarry black substance that you might be familiar with if you think of oil being drilled from the earth, coming up in these giant towers. So this crude oil, this is like the black tarry substance. So crude oil, this is the black thick tar. Okay, and it's coming from the earth, either from underneath the ocean. This is a picture of an ocean scene, or it could be found in, coming from land, such as in Alaska, or coming from Texas, for example, or anywhere where there could be fault zones, Middle East, coming from that area. So this crude oil is found in the earth. How do we get to it? Well, we have to drill down to get to it. So we have to drill down, and we have these towers or platforms that does this drilling. These platforms are over the ocean, and also the towers that you might be familiar with these old videos of the towers that are drilling down in meters down into the earth. So we drill downward, and then we have these either these platforms, or we have these towers. And if you've seen in the old videos of geysers of black tar spraying all over the place. So this is now coming up, and now we have to cap off that so that we don't lose all this oil. So after all this oil spilling all over the place, they put this giant cap on it, and after that they start to pump it. So they cap that, and then they're going to be pumping the oil. And you might see those pumps that they're moving up and down, and we called them grasshoppers when we were kids. We drove by them. We had a lot in our area in Southern California, in the areas where we had fault zones. So we're going to be pumping this, and there's lots of locations that they can go from pumping. After pumping it up to the surface, we can send it via ship, like these giant tankers that are transporting it across the ocean from the Middle East, or we can also do it through pipelines. So from the pump, it's either given to a pipeline. We can also go to a ship, such as in the picture here. Also, we can transport this through trains. Okay, but this oil is not the substance that is going into your car. So here's the drilling and the pumping process. Here's the transport process, be it ship or pipeline or train. Before it gets to your vehicle, okay, we have to go from this black tarry substance to this nice, clear, refined product. This is why it's called crude oil. Something that's crude is very basic. It's unrefined. So we have to take this now from these transport mechanisms, and then we have to bring it to this right here, which is going to be the refinery. Okay, so we've got the crude oil. This is found in the earth. And we have some form of transport to get it to the refinery. So here's the refinery. Then after the refinery, you have those large gas trucks, which will then transport the fuel to the gas stations. Then it'll get to your vehicle. So before it gets to your car and is that nice, clear substance with an orange tinge to it, what we have to first process it through a refinery. And that's what the next page is going to be taking a look at, is this refinery process. So